Today for our Pumpkin Palooza 2022 recipe, we will be making cheesecake stuffed pumpkin bread. Are y'all ready for this? Super yummy. Here we go. Go ahead and set your oven for 325. You want 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. Soften, just room temperature so that it will mix rather easy. I went ahead and put mine in the KitchenAid mixer, and let's get that put on there. Now, if you don't have time to get it to room temperature, what I always like to do is put it in your bowl, put your whipper on, and turn it on low, and that'll help soften it. To your softened cream cheese, you want to add 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup of sour cream, and 1 large egg. I'm using a duck egg because I like to bake with the duck eggs better. So 1 egg. And make sure you scrape it down into the pan so that it will mix evenly. And now you can turn her up. And let that all mix up really good. Our next step, get a fairly good sized bowl. And now we are going to add 1 1/3 cup flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. So you're going to mix all your dry ingredients up. I don't add salt because we don't like it as much. So now we are going to add our oil and our pumpkin puree. Our oil is 1/3 cup and our pumpkin is 1 cup. And I'm just going to do this by hand. And then also 1 egg, so this is a nice blue duck egg. I like to bake with them like I said earlier. Such a rich yolk. Gorgeous. Plop that down in there. Make a mess. Yep. Sure, why not? It's cleanable. Get all that stirred. And you also want to add your vanilla, pure vanilla. Just a moment. You don't want to over mix this. It mixes really easily. Okay. And we're going to go in with 1 teaspoon of pure homemade vanilla. And there you have your batter. The light is really messing up tonight. I'm super sorry about that. Take your pan, clean up your mess. Okay, you want to take your pan, and it says to lightly oil it, but I don't use a whole lot of oil, so I use butter. And my butter stick for oil in the pans. And I just go through it and grease it up pretty well. In case you haven't seen or caught on by now, I'm left-handed, so I do everything backwards. Sorry, I'm trying to show you. I just tend to do everything backwards because of me being lefty. You want to make sure you get that, all the little corners. And what you want to do is you want to take about 1 cup of your batter and put it in here. About a cup. I mean, you know, it's your recipe. And the rest of it can go in your pan. Okay. Got me a scraper here, so I can just get all that batter off of there and out of the pan without making a terrible mess. And now you just want to make sure all your bottom of your pan is covered, like so. Our next step is we're going to take our beautiful cream cheese mixture, and I want to make sure I get this all cleaned off too. Just giving our mixture a good stir again. And now I'm just going to spoon this onto the top of that batter. There we go, going backwards again. Can't help it. I know that must be aggravating though. Okay, got it good enough. Again, we're going to spread this almost to the edges. Not completely, just almost. And then you want to take your reserved pumpkin batter, and we're going to go straight down the middle with this as best as we can. Okay, I'm just going to take this and put it down and drag. down and drag. Just like that, so it makes a swirly and gets all that in there. We're gonna see, let me use this, get that off of that good batter off of there. Clean up our pan a minute. I just want to make sure nothing's gonna burn. That's what it'll look like before baking. So now we're going to put it in the oven at 325 for about an hour until it rises a bit and cracks the top. So I'm going to shake it, shake it, shake it so there's no cracks. There we go. Okay, so this pumpkin recipe is in a collaboration of Pumpkin Palooza 2022 that Andrea from Diggin' for Health has organized, and it is going to be taking place October 1st through the 7th. So 7 beautiful days of nothing but pumpkin recipes. So like I said, about an hour for the bread. I'm going to take this time to go ahead and clean up my kitchen and do up my dishes, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like, and when it cools we'll be taking a taste test.
It's buoyant.
Buoyant.